Hi, Carmen, your HR lady here with another day in the life of HR and a bit of a tip for employers per se. So, today I want to talk about leadership and how important it is to invest in the training and development of your leaders, specifically your new leaders who may have just recently been promoted into their role because they were fantastic, amazing individual contributors, but now you see potential in them to lead other people. So, first and foremost, being in a leadership position is a privilege. It is a privilege not to be taken lightly because as a leader, you can affect that employee's trajectory for the rest of their career. I speak for myself when I say that I had an amazing, fantastic leader who taught me many lessons in my very first HR position. I still talk to her to this day. We still communicate. We're still really, really good friends. Learned a lot of lessons from her tutelage in the first year that I started my career in HR. And so for that, I'm very, very thankful. Effectively, employees who become disengaged or are no longer happy to be in their workplace, most of the time, right? And there are statistics that show this, that employees, generally speaking, do not quit their companies. They don't quit the culture, they don't quit the company, but they quit their leadership. They quit the employment experience that they receive from their leaders. And I'm not trying to bash all leaders because not everybody intentionally does things the wrong way. It's unfortunate in companies that go through hyper growth stages, right? Where they're just busy trying to do the thing. They're just busy trying to produce the work that they forget that it's really, really important to invest in the training and development of leaders, particularly when they're brand new to the role. New leaders don't know the do's and don'ts of what to do or what not to do in certain situations. New leaders may not always recognize or be aware that they may have a support system in their human resources department to really help them guide them through certain situations. Yes, there's most companies, right? If you work for a company that has policies, procedures, and this is how you do it, and they may even have a training and development program for their new managers. Most companies don't realize that when you become a new leader and you go through the trainings and you go through the motions, unless you're putting those things into practice and you're really exposed to those situations, you're not really retaining the training itself, right? You may be sitting through an hours long worth of lecture on management 101, but how much of that are they really, really retaining? Leaders retain their experiences through doing things. And so it's really, really important to make sure that you are, as a company, you are investing in your leadership training and development program as an ongoing daily, this is how you handle this situation, or this is what I would do in this situation. And so effectively, when I'm in the human resources seat, I prioritize making sure that I'm having these conversations with my managers, with my new leaders, to make sure that they have the best resources possible to navigate any and all situations that may come across their desk. So, for if you are a new leader, please lean into your resources. Please do as much research, Google things, YouTube things, collect advice on how to be an effective leader. But the one piece of advice that I can offer you as a new leader is, if you lead with empathy, if you lead from basically from behind, right? You're pushing the cart, you're not pulling it, you're pushing the cart, you're pushing it upwards. You will get better results out of your employees. I'm not saying that you have to be everybody's best friend, because that's not what leadership is. Leadership is being supportive. Leadership is empathizing. Leadership is listening. Leadership is helping them navigate through situations, not giving them all the answers, not solving problems for them, but really helping through the communication of, okay, you came to me with a problem, employee. You may not have a solution for me, but let's work through this together so that we can resolve this issue together. And so, if I can offer anything to employers and leaders, is invest more time, effort into being a servant leader, and really recognize what that is. And also recognize that it is a privilege to lead other employees. It really is. Yes, it can be really exhausting. Yes, it can feel like you're herding cats. Yes, it can feel like you're just babysitting. It can feel like you're not getting paid enough to do this work. So why even bother with it? In my own personal career, it took me a really long time to decide for myself if I wanted to step into a leadership role, because I recognize that being a leader in human resources brings its own set of problems. You're not just responsible for the individual contributions of the day to day, but you also have to think about strategy and moving things forward for the entire population of the company that you support. So I hope that my rant today was somewhat helpful to both employers and employees and new leaders and budding leaders. And even if you've been in it for a long time, if you need any assistance, if you're going through a specific situation that you've never come across, I promise you that I've come across quite a few situations in my time in HR. And even if I don't know how to navigate that situation, at least I know how to get it started so that we can help you get through the other side. And so I thank you for watching. Please be a good human. If you have any questions, please go ahead and follow me. I'll keep posting content like this and in hopes that it reaches the right audience and it's helpful to someone. Thank you so much.